Hello there, my name's Tosh Britton and I'm the founder of Divorce Goddess. Welcome to Hello Lockdown, I'm a single parent webinar. So we all have a choice as to how we act, we think, we speak through tough times. And if you are at the beginning of your journey or in the middle or out the other side of divorce and are single parenting through this time, here are my top 10 top tools and maybe a couple of others, single parent life hacks and mindset changes to help you through. And if nothing else, 2020 has taught us that we are stronger than we think and we are adaptable. So, number one, you are allowed to feel as you are feeling. You are an individual, and your experience of this time is going to be different than that of anybody else. You are not wrong to feel as you are feeling, and it is always tempting to compare ourselves to others and how they are coping. And I just want to say to you, don't do that. It compounds the feelings of failure, shame, not getting it right, not being a great parent, not holding it together, and finding it hard. And this can send you spiraling. So accept the way you are feeling rather than trying to change it. Take a moment just to sit with how you're feeling. Write down how you're feeling about single parenting through COVID and lockdown. Get it all out of your head and down on paper. And then sit with it, read it again, and decide whether it is as bad as you are thinking it is. And sometimes when we have time to reflect, so go and get yourself a cup of tea and then come back to it. Or and just kind of look at it, is this reality or is this the mind monkeys up to no good? Number two, write down, lots of writing down, and think of at least 3 people you can speak to throughout the week. Maybe choose a different one every other day, or if you have enough each day, and and call them for a 5-minute check-in. Somebody who cares and loves you, and it's like a magic 5-minute super boost, or longer if you can chat. And take it in turns to call each other as well. And I was just going to say, maybe take it as an opportunity through this time, if you're co-parenting, to get better or to work on your co-parenting with Zoom calls, WhatsApp calls, whatever it is, FaceTime. And really encourage, if you have a slightly distant co-parent, to really encourage them to be part of the process, to support the children first of all, not about you, because that might be the resistant factor, but definitely the children. And if you offer it out, be brave and courageous enough to ask, at least you know you did the right thing. So just go with it, see how that works. The other thing you can do is to join an online group of people who understand. I have Divorce and Beyond, Time to Thrive Facebook group, which is for women, but there are many groups out there. Do not be afraid to reach out. And you know what, in unusual times, it's really hard to be brave and to have the courage, and just know that these groups are full of people who have felt similarly to you. They get it. So take the step you need to get the support in a group. And if you don't have Facebook because you're a bit tech phobic, just do it. If all the other millions of people have done it, you can do it too. And even if it's just for this time, I'm pretty sure it will open up your world. So number 3, I like this one. Be a child. Be curious, be mischievous, have some fun. Find the fun even in lockdown. Like taking it in turns to, tickle each other's feet. Get your kids to do your makeup, or get face paint out. Make up recipes, recipes that don't work. Laugh, giggle, be silly, and let go for even 30 minutes a day is such a stress buster. Let what is happening go, and let your children see that you can also laugh and have some fun, and you can grow this happiness muscle. And if it's hard to be able to do this, don't beat yourself up, yeah? Just be gentle with yourself. Don't put any more pressure on yourself. You have no blueprint for what is going on. And just take one day at a time. But if for one day you can have a giggle with your children and you notice how good it makes you feel, do that. Number 4, self-care, self-love, and if you can't do self-love, self-kindness. And it's about you taking back control of what you can do. We all can do it. We just need to take a moment to get out of our heads and into the present moment. So, more writing. Write a list of 5 things you can do to remind yourself to help you feel better. The stuff that you love doing, that fills you with joy, where you feel it in your body and it settles worries and your body goes, ah. And this could be like having a bath, lighting candles, doing some exercise, reading a book, enjoying the peace of being still, not moving, being a human being rather than a human doing. Put the housework on hold for a couple of days and notice if the mind monkeys are telling you should be doing something, right? That word, get rid of it. You don't need that word in your vocabulary. Yeah? Go to bed early. Turn your phone off. Read a book you've always wanted to read. Download Disney Plus, somebody said, for 7 days for free, and binge with the kids. Make a camp and a den in the living room and snuggle down. Make it exciting. Come back to being a child again. And get out of sensible parenting mode. Yeah, notice when you feel so serious and how does it feel stressful? And just kind of shake it out. Just be goofy, just be daft. Also, have a chat, and this is something I've taught in schools about. Have a chat with the children about what they like to do to feel happy, and get them to write a list to put up in their room so they're reminded of things that they can do that help them feel less stressed and less anxious and feel happier. And if they're old enough to do this on their own, you don't have to remind them. And you know what? That's a layer of stress off straight away. If you're anything like me, I hate having to tell my children to do stuff. So let them write their list, and then they can access it, and you're empowering them. You're saying, listen, you have control over how you're feeling too. Yeah? So then let's look at what good life activities are all about. And these are the jobs that are on our list that we know we will feel better about if we get them done. And this could be like clearing out a cupboard, going through your clothes, clearing down your inbox and unsubscribing to stuff you never look at but feel guilty about. And it's all about looking after you, putting your single parent oxygen mask on first. Get your kids involved. Bribe them with pancakes for breakfast or an activity they want to do. And this time it is all about teamwork. Get the kids involved. Help them feel useful. It helps them feel useful. It builds their confidence. And it helps you too, yeah, because you get some help. Get everybody doing a bit of hoovering, cleaning, dusting, whatever. Put some loud music on and do it. Number 5, okay, had to come. Get outside. Even if it's just you and your children, being in nature is a great way to let off steam and get rid of some energy for the kids and for you to move your body. So whether you're playing tag, football, frisbee, cycling, whatever it takes to get your bodies moving, just get that energy going, just get your bodies moving. Find different routes to walk, to travel, to cycle on. Get yourself out of your comfort zone, yeah? Go into the discomfort zone, see the opportunities to notice new trees, new colours, autumn, just buildings you never noticed. Get soaked in the rain, end up down a muddy path covered in mud. Have some fun, laugh, find this childlike take on everything that's happening. Number 6. Lockdown mind monkeys can now be, I reckon, officially a thing. So notice when they're taking you off to fears of the future, yeah, worries about the future, and where do you feel these worries in your body, in your shoulders, in your belly, in your toes, in your jaw, and take those all-important deep breaths into your belly, because this triggers your body's natural relaxation response. And then you can kind of like shoo those monkeys off and come back to focusing on what you are doing, or take those all-important breaths, so breathing into your belly. And on my YouTube channel, Divorce Goddess, there's some free breathing exercises to help calm your worries, and you can subscribe to get notifications of more I'll be posting. But really just learn the practice of breathing deeply into your belly. It's so powerful. Get good at learning to take moments to stop during your day. So stop is stop, take a breath, observe, proceed. Set an alarm on your phone for several times during the day. When it goes off, stop, Take a breath, observe how you're feeling. Do you need to drink more water? Do you need to stretch? Do you need to eat? And then proceed on with your day. And this really, really gets you good at noticing when the mind monkeys are like in your head and messing with your head, and then you can just move on to something else. Number 7, write a lockdown diary. It's a great exercise anyway, and to put thoughts on paper, as I mentioned earlier, but maybe use it as an opportunity to catalogue a period in history that, let's be honest, is probably going to be taught in schools in the future. Be part of it and document all your experiences, your feelings, cut out images and quotes, create a history capsule of what you have been doing through this time. Get your kids involved. Ask them to write about what it's like in school for them, what were their worries, what were the good things about lockdown, yeah? Document it for future generations. Create a project. This is like a really important part of our life, and an opportunity to own this. Own this experience rather than it owning us. And I just wanted to share with you a great way to help get the worries out, and especially if you have children as well who are bottling them up. And we used to have, I tried to find it earlier to show you, but it's like this green turtle, clay turtle, when the children made when they were younger at school with a lid on. And what we used to do is, if any of us, we'd make a deal, like this was the worry turtle, and we used to write our worry on a piece of paper and put it in the worry turtle, and at the end of every day, or before or after supper, we would open the worry turtle and see what worry was in there, and then we would talk about it. So we would take it in turns around the table, and each person would take it in turn to see if they could help and suggest something really positive for the person who had the worry. And the person might want to put their hand up and say it was me, although you could probably guess by the handwriting who it was. And so they felt held, their worry felt it was honoured, and everybody else felt like they could be part of the process of sorting it out and helping and supporting and being kind. So, and as a parent, I used to put things in like, I'm worried, you're worried, and we go, no, we're all okay, yeah? So when you say you have a worry, it almost gives children permission to know that it's okay for them to have a worry, rather than them just being, they've got a problem because they worry. So, number 8, whatever we think about the internet, we have this enormous resource to hand to help us, to advise us, guide us, and get us through this. And it really is about balance, so it's finding the positives rather than focusing on the news sites, the worry monger, negative sites, and take off the notifications from friends who complain and focus on the negative. Find positive people to follow, on the internet, that inspire you, that want you to grow and support you and just give you that vision of the future. And use this time as an opportunity for you to feel not so much of a victim, but the owner of your own life and this lockdown experience. Most days, I just wanted to say, I post on Instagram on Divorce Goddess, so you can join my weekly love, start the week strong newsletter. 4 things, small things to inspire you on a Monday morning with an uplifting theme for the week, recommendations, positive people, podcast tips, tools, playlists, etc. So it's all in the weekly love, and if you go on to www.divorcegoddess.com, it'll just come up and you'll get 20 ways to feel more confident perhaps, and you get the weekly love as well, so you get double. Number 9, feeling FOMO. Let's not feel FOMO, the fear of missing out. Let's have JOMO, the joy of missing out. So we're accepting and letting go of what is happening rather than feeling resigned and holding on. And we hold on to things mainly that we can't control. And it depletes us, it makes us feel tired, it frustrates us, we feel, and when we let go of stuff, we feel less stressed, we feel like we've got less stuff we're carrying around, we feel lighter, more present and more relaxed and open, and we have a choice to let go of stuff, to let go of those worries. And finally, well, not finally, but part of this is creating a gratitude jar, which is a sunshine jar, a happy jar, and it's something that a jar or a box that your children can decorate and have some fun with. And every day write between 1 and 2 or 3 things out on a piece of paper and pop it into this jar, things that happened to you that were fun, that made you laugh, that just made you feel so good. The children had a good experience at school, maybe somebody was kind, they phoned you out of the blue, you got messaged. Put all this lovely stuff into this jar, this happiness or this hope jar, whatever you want to call it, sunshine jar or box. And on those days when you're feeling not so tip-top, when you're feeling like nothing is really going very, well for you in life, go back in and look at them, read them, and feel this lovely stuff that has happened, because we tend to forget about the good stuff and focus on the negative. So stay this like positive jar. Finally, number 10, being at home is a great opportunity to learn new skills. If you've never baked a cake, learn again and get good at it. It takes time to conquer all the stuff that's been, that you've been holding back on. Learn to make a different dish around the world. Read up about planting a vegetable garden. Do you want to learn some yoga? Go on YouTube, go and see what's happening there. And this is your time to grow your confidence in small ways. And just try not to judge yourself as well for getting it right or wrong. Just see it as like a childlike thing. This is my adventure today to learn yoga, and laugh at yourself. The other thing you can do is to write HAILT down, which is hungry, angry, ill, lonely and tired. Stick it on your fridge, tell your children about it, and they can point to it and share how they're feeling. If it's any of those, if somebody's grumpy in the house, you can go, okay, which one of these are you? And they can point it out. They go, oh, I'm hungry. Ah, fantastic, eat something, yeah. Feeling lonely, need a hug, give you a big hug. Feeling tired, maybe get some sleep early. And it really, really gets conversations and communication in homes going, and especially through tough times, people are less inclined to, hide themselves away, or, teenagers or children. Get them talking about how they're feeling. The more we talk about things, the more we're not bottling them up inside. Finally, remember to reach out if you feel in overwhelm. There is no judgment but a place of care and humanity and compassion. And you can sign up for the Weekly Love, as I mentioned earlier. Join the Divorce and Beyond Time to Thrive Facebook group, or you can book in for a chat with me. There's no pressure. It's free for 20 minutes. And I just want to say to you, you are strong and you are enough, and you can do this, and you will get through it. You might not feel like you can get through it some days, but just think, just imagine that lovely green valley at the end of this very ploughed, furrowed field that's like difficult to walk over. And I always sort of suggest you think about, when you've got boots on in a muddy field, and some days the boots get really clogged up, or, part of the walk, and then you kick your boot and all the mud falls off and your legs feel lighter again. Just imagine like COVID, every day in COVID is like another furrow, and you get through over that furrow. And some parts of the day are easier than others. But at the end is this beautiful, beautiful, verdant, maybe it's a Christmas tree, maybe it's a green valley, whatever you want to think about at the end of it. And we will get through it. And nothing stays the same. We know this. And this is just a period of time, that is all. And it is not your forever. I hope these tips have been helpful. You can contact me, Tosh Britton, via my website, divorcegoddess.com. If you've got any questions, you can email me. I'm here. I'm a source of information. I hope this has been helpful, and look after yourselves. Okay. Thank you for listening.